welcome to another episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Jay's joining us.
Hello everybody.
And he brought the beer this time. This is the Captain Lawrence Brewing Company Captain's Reserve Imperial IPA. Captain Lawrence is actually a New York brewery, but aside from Tap New York Beer Fest, I've never had their stuff because they're not distributed up here. They're out of Pleasantville, New York, which I don't know if that's down by like Yonkers or is it in Long Island?
I'm not positive. I think they're somewhere in that area, but
yeah, I have to ask Kevin. He's a big Captain Lawrence fan. Says even the name sounds impressive, but what should really impress you is the hoppy nectar that is held within this bottle. A true testament to the ingenuity of the American craft brewers. This style of beer concentrates more hop character than any style before it. Created from a blend of 5 different hop varieties, this beer is the ultimate hop lover's dream come true. Cheers, 𝗏𝗏𝗏 Captain Lawrence Brewing. Yeah, like I said, Jay brought this beer, which you got when you were down in Hunter for the Oktoberfest down there?
That's correct. Alright, so let's talk about the appearance. Really yellow.
Yes, I would definitely call this yellow.
Almost like straw-like, you know?
Yeah, like looks like a summer seasonal, you know.
And what's interesting is I don't know if you can see in yours, but I have quite a bit of carbonation here going on, but it's so hazy that you can't see it unless you really look.
The head is like coffee creamer.
Real white.
Yeah, bright white.
Yeah, I got about a 2-finger head of mine.
I had it, just
I don't know if it's gonna last forever, but
yeah.
You can smell. Oh, it smells really good.
Yeah, it's very West Coasty.
Yeah, real citrusy.
Reminds me of Pliny or Stone.
It's got a
Racer
nice, 5. Yeah, Racer 5. It's got a nice like maybe like some sort of citrus fruit, like a sugar topping. You know, you can tell the sugar.
Get a little bit of flowers in there. I don't get any pine though.
No, I don't get pine either. It smells great.
Yeah.
Well, let's give it a try and see what we think. Cheers. Cheers.
Yeah.
Well, you're the hophead, so what do you think?
Very Pliny-esque. Not, well, I mean, only, I can't really say after one sip, but it's in that ballpark. Very West Coast style.
Yeah, the bitterness is relatively high, but it's not unpleasant. It's very nice.
Nice citrusy flavor to it.
Yeah, like candy citrus.
Yeah.
There is a little bit of something in it in the front end. Like maybe like the water that they use that gives it a unique taste that I'm not used to in most IPAs. Yeah,
the first thing I noticed is from the head. There's like a distinct creamy texture to this.
Yeah.
It reminds me of, which you didn't have, was the 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 they'd probably mention
They
that.
would mention, so I'm thinking not, but...
Yeah, very, very West Coasty. It's not as crisp as most IPAs. Like, it's not...
That's what I was getting at. It's not like, there's like, almost like the water they use makes it not as crisp.
Yeah, it has like a softer, thicker body.
But it is very tasty. And it's heavily drinkable. I mean, it's real easy to drink on the palate compared to, considering it's an Imperial IPA.
Yeah. And the hops definitely linger here. It's doing that kind of West Coast thing where, like, right up the middle of your tongue, it's like the hops are lingering. And it's like when you suck on sprees.
Yeah, it's like the lips are like tingling a little bit,
Very, very bitter. But I would probably estimate this is at least 80 IBUs.
I was thinking high, 75, 80 myself.
Yeah.
But again, it's not an unpleasant bitterness. It's sometimes a bitterness can be overwhelming if it's not blended well with the flavor of the beer. But in this case, the bitterness is really pleasant with the flavor of the beer.
Yeah. They made a point of saying they use 5 different hops on here. I would like to know which varieties they use.
Yeah, I'll have to look that up maybe. Well, I think we should enjoy this and sip on it some more and come back in a few moments. What do you think?
It's hard to sip on them.
I know, it's so easy.
Alright, we'll be right back. Alright, we're back, finishing up with the Captain Lawrence Captain's Reserve
Imperial IPA.
Yeah, that's a very long name. You want to go first? Or?
Sure. Well, what I want to talk about is, first off, there is a super smooth soft mouthfeel on this beer that was really pleasant and surprising for a double IPA or an Imperial IPA. But there also was a overly dry finish to it as well.
Yep.
Not that it hurt it, but if if you're talking about if you don't like a really dry beer, then that's something to watch for. But ultimately, I really loved the flavors in this beer. I loved what I drank. The bitterness didn't bother me because I thought it was balanced well with the sweet citrusy fruits. And overall, I was very pleased with this beer and very happy to have it. And I would love to have more of this actually. So that's what I thought. What about you?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I don't even have to say anything. I thought the exact same things. It's a very West Coast style IPA, which is ironic because it's so far east.
Yeah.
I really like the citrusy flavors. I love the soft, thick mouthfeel.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't like that's holding it back is the hops linger here and they dry your mouth out. So this is like, it's almost like a beer you can't even drink by itself. It's like you gotta have like wings with this or Mexican food, something spicy.
Yeah, I was thinking, like, I tend to love IPAs with chicken wings, so you're probably right on with that.
Yeah, hotter the better. But that's what's holding it up from being a perfect beer for me. But otherwise, I mean, the drinkability is outstanding.
Yeah, real easy.
Smells great, looks great, tastes really, really good. So I'm gonna go 9 out of 10. Excellent.
And I'm gonna call this an excellent beer. So whatever you call that in your world.
So we're like right on the same page.
I wouldn't quite call it top notch, but I would call it excellent.
No, I wouldn't either. Maybe if I drank the entire bottle by myself.
Yeah, maybe I'll get some more. But with that said, I'm going to do a final chug, and are you going to join me for it?
Sure.
All right, so here we go. Cheers. Yeah, I love the softness that you pull from that.
And you did get some decent lacing on here, too.
Absolutely. Again, that was the Captain Lawrence Brewing Company, Captain's Reserve Imperial Indian Pale Ale. And as far as we can find, according to Rate Beer, it's 8%. According to Beer Advocate, it's 9%. But the brewery itself doesn't list it at all, so we don't know if it's 8 or 9. And I think that pretty much wraps it up, right?
Yep. Thanks for bringing it over.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
All right.
Till next time. Thanks for watching.
Bye.